Hi, hello! I am the Queen of Daggers and I hold the cards. Welcome to my channel and technically also my bed. It's very comfortable, please have a seat. This is a general read for all Sagittarians. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If it does resonate with you, please feel free to give it a like, perhaps comment, tell me your favorite snack, how you're doing today, where you're from. I'm from Rhode Island in the US. We are not part of New York, I promise. We are our own state. You can also hit the subscribe button and also the little bell if you'd like, so you can be the first to know when the magic cardboard yells at me about you and when I tell you what the magic cardboard is trying to say in a not yelling format. And anything else you need to know about me, especially for booking personal readings, will be in the description box. If I didn't say that already, I don't remember. But that said, let's get into it. Okay, so I like to start with a quick Lenormand spread, so I have some context on the rest of all of this. So we're starting with Clover, which is luck, and then we have the child card, so this could have something to do with the child, or something that gives you a childlike joy, something that speaks to your inner child. Oops. And we have the hourglass, so this represents time. You may want to spend a little more time on this than you are, especially with Rider. Rider comes in fast, and that might not be the best decision. We also have the tree, so trees take their time, okay? Trees take their sweet, sweet time. It's also, serenity, it's patience, and I think, with the hourglass and Rider here, I think patience might be the virtue you're looking for. So let's get into the actual spread and we'll find out what all of that means. So, with the Ace of Swords, swords are facts, knowledge, things you're aware of. You are hell-bent on this idea, I think. You see it as just a fact, it's something that has to be done. And with the Five of Swords, you are picking up your resources, you're not going to fight with anybody, I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself. You're picking up 3 swords, you only need 1 to fight, and 2 is already a little excessive, but it works. It does work. 3, you only have 2 hands. But with the 3 of swords in reverse, go figure, this is something that may, be very healing for you. It may heal your inner child, but, that can't be done overnight. It can't be done overnight. So, and then we're going into the Five of Pentacles, which can leave one feeling, left out in the cold, kind of ignoring their resources. I see Pentacles as less strictly financial and more of all of your resources, which can be financial, physical, even emotional, because that is, something you have to give and receive. Still, I think that you may either be putting too much into this or you haven't put enough of something into this and you're not seeing what else needs to be put in here. And with the Empress, okay, so the Empress can represent, standing in your power, feeling like, you got all this, you got your empire, you are ready. It can also be giving birth to new ideas or children, so, this could actually have to do with children. Apply this to your own unique situation. I don't know you, I don't know your life. I only know what the magic cardboard says. So, I'm seeing this as an idea you want to give birth to and you want to do it now. But you have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I don't think you have all of your resources lined up, even though you want to think you do. So to clarify that, because I wanted to see a little more, we have the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of ideas coming out at once. But have you put them all in order? Do you quite know what to do with all of these wands and how to implement them? Because then we have the Two of Wands, and this represents a choice to me. Have you put enough time into making this choice yet, or are you just trying to grab that wand and run with it? Especially with the Hangman in reverse. I see you not really taking the time you need to meditate on this and figure out how to go about this. You're just running for it. You don't want to be here. In true Sagittarian fashion, you just want to go, 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 go. Which I do very much love about you guys, but sometimes you gotta slow down a little. Especially because we have the Four of Cups next. So I think that you're focusing too much on this thing you want to do, and you're not focusing on everything you need to do it. This is sort of indecision. But I think that you've made your decision. You just don't have everything you need to turn this decision into something tangible, so to speak, into something that's going to completely 100% work. So you really have something you want to go for, and you know, you got the luck. You have the ability to do it. I think you're just trying to go a little too fast when you need to put some more time into it so far. Especially because all you're seeing right now is the end game. All you're seeing right now is the Four of Wands. You're just seeing the castle. You're not seeing the path leading up to it. All you're seeing is the finish line. But you need to go through a lot to get to that finish line. It's not something you can just jump to immediately. You gotta go through the rest of the race. You gotta do the full marathon before you run through that ribbon. You can't just cross through a side street and say you did it. And then we have the High Priestess in reverse. Now the High Priestess, to me, she gets shit done, but she does it in a somewhat traditional manner, usually. And in reverse, I sometimes see it as manipulation. I don't think you're manipulating anything here, but I think that you're going a non-traditional route, and in doing so, you're not taking into consideration everything else you need to put into it. You're just trying to jump in. You're trying to just, like I said, you're trying to win the race without actually going through the full marathon. You're just trying to go, go, go without really thinking about it. And the High Priestess, she puts so much thought into it. She really does. But I did want to clarify that. And in clarifying that, I saw we got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is what you want. This is what you think you'll get, like, right away. You don't get to the Ten of Pentacles immediately. That's something you have to work towards. And Pentacles move slowly. They are represented by Earth. And as an Earth sign, we micromanage all of the details. We really do. And right now I think you're just seeing the big picture of what you want at the end, what your goal is, and not how you're going to get there. Because we have the Devil. This can be vices, this can be blockages. I think that you're trying to cheat the system. You're just trying to go, 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 and you're not really focusing on what you need to get there. It's almost like you're trying to make a pact with the devil so you get what you want immediately. And that is just not how it works, because we have the King of Wands in reverse. Now the Kings they very much rule their kingdom, obviously. But it takes time to work yourself up there. You don't build a kingdom overnight. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. Which is a very fitting analogy, and I'm kind of proud of myself for thinking of that right now. So, you have these ideas. You do. You have that Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands clarifier over there. But you just want to take all those wands and build with them right away. You don't have the Nine of Wands. You don't have the Ten of Wands. I mean, you don't want the Ten of Wands. That's a lot of burdens. But you have your ideas, and now you want to be at the finish line. You want your full kingdom. But you haven't gotten to the point of a knight, so to speak. You might still be in the page stage where you're not 100% prepared. And then I asked for another card just in case, and it gave me the High Priestess in reverse again. And so my cards were being sassy and giving me a what did I just say sort of situation, because, you know, sometimes I do that. Sometimes it be like that. So we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and I think this is what's going to happen if you don't put a little more time and a little more thought into this. I think it's not going to go the way you want it to, because you want it and you want it now. And I think you're going to be very frustrated and possibly a little, what's the word I want to use? A little discouraged that it's not going your way completely. I don't think this is going to be a big devastating situation necessarily, like overall in the long term, but I don't think this is going to change your luck for the worse forever. You do have luck up here, so you very much can have good luck. I think by rushing it, you're going to take that good luck and you're going to not sabotage it, but you're going to put it on hold. Because to clarify that, we have the Hermit. Now the Hermit is my card as a Virgo with multiple Virgo in placements. Hi, hello, micromanaging is my life. So, the Hermit works solo, and he works for a long time. He is no spring chicken with his long beard and his walking stick. And he knows that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but he knows it's going to take a minute to get there, and he has no problem walking on foot the whole way. You right now have a problem with that walking the whole way. You just want to be there already. So you need to take some time to be a hermit, and to, instead of, you know, being in that hangman reverse, you need to take time to really think things through. Because we have the Four of Pentacles also in reverse, and this is usually a joyous celebration, but if you just jump into this, it's kind of like you're throwing your pentacles into the wind. You're throwing your resources into the wind because you don't have it all 100% figured out. And while you can get some things done on the fly, this, whatever your idea is, whatever you know you're going to do, you know will bring you that happiness, you know you have the ability to do, you know it's probably going to take some time, but you also know you want to rush through, and you know it's going to bring you that inner peace, you need to put a little more thought into it. You can't just expect it to fall into your lap. You don't want to throw your pentacles into the wind before you know 100% that is going to be a success. Or at least like 89%, you know? And then we have the moon, so you're kind of like looking up into the sky, you're sort of living in this illusion, you're clouding your own judgment here by refusing to acknowledge the fact that you do have to put more time into this. You think you can get it done right away, you think you can just get right here immediately. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but you can't. I don't think that's going to work. I think that's just going to bring you to the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Because if you just live in this land of illusions, if you're just idealizing everything, and you don't have that, you know, realism in the forefront of your mind, if you don't take that realistic approach, not to be insulting, but as Virgo, you know, being realistic, being practical, and being pragmatic is kind of what we do. So if you're not a little more pragmatic, that's I think a better word for it, you're just going to be clouded in this illusion forever. And it's no longer going to be something you can do, but something you dream of. And that's not where I want you to be. I want you to get this done. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse again. So if you stay in this, you're gonna be stuck in this. You're gonna be stuck in this. And like I said, they're feeling kind of sassy today. Lips. So now you have the decision of, do you run for it, or do you spend a little more time working on it? Swords are knowledge, so you know what you need to do, but are you gonna really wait around to get it done, or are you just gonna get on your bike and go? Even if you know that this is something that doesn't happen right away. This isn't something that happens right away. Not without all the resources. You want to be right here, but if you just drive yourself into the Queen of Pentacles reverse and throw away all of your resources before you have everything else figured out, it's not going to work too well in your favor. So essentially, you need to decide whether or not you want to put the full effort into this and whether or not you want to rush in and not have it turn out the way you want it to. Because there are some things that can't be rushed. I mean, you can't bake a cake in 5 minutes, for instance. I don't know why cake came into my mind, but you know what? It's delicious. Let's go with that. Because we have the King of Wands in reverse. That's the King of Ideas, of inspiration. But his kingdom is not going to be sturdy if you build it on sand. Dreams alone do not make success. You need the work. You need to put more thought into this. Okay, wands are dreams and inspiration. You need to be in swords energy. You need to be in knowledge, in fact, practically, from a practical standpoint, I have all of this figured out. I have all of this. I know exactly what I have to do. I know every single step, not, okay, this is my end goal. I'm gonna get there right now. I know that that's a very Sagittarian way of thinking of things. I know many Sagittarians. They're some of my favorite people, honestly. But sometimes you could use a touch of realism or pragmatism, practicality. You need some earth signs to sit there and be boring and tell you the boring stuff you might have to do. So call up your favorite earth sign and get some advice, maybe. That sounds mean. I'm so sorry if that sounded really mean, but you gotta put more time and a little more, you need to really, bring your resources together for this, and otherwise you're just gonna get frustrated and you're gonna walk away, and you're gonna lose out on this joy, this happiness, this fulfillment, this healing of the inner child, this childlike joy. Because we don't want you to walk away from this defeated. We want you to succeed. So you have to put a little more time into it and make sure you have everything you need and you take all the steps that you need to take and you don't rush. Because rushing things just doesn't really get the job done. It's better to have a longer, it's better not to be on a time crunch and just work fast. You wanna do it with a little more care. You wanna take the time that you really need to take so you can feel this joy, because you have the ability to. You have the luck. You're really lucky in this situation. But if you ride like a bat out of hell, it's not gonna help your luck too much. You're not gonna feel that serenity. You need to be calm while you do this. And if you're just going from day one, you're not going to have that calm, that serenity. And I think that it'll be a little more meditative if you take the time to really put your all into it. And if there's one thing I know about Sagittarians when it comes to the philosophical and the esoteric, y'all love that. Or you wouldn't be watching this now, would you? So find your serenity and find your zen, so to speak, while you're doing this. Because, that's definitely going to add the principles of taking your time. And then we have the Page of Wands, okay? So pages, let's be realistic, pages don't know what they're doing, that's why they're the messengers. But you have this beautiful idea and you want to bring it to the world. But you don't have all the resources set up yet. Although, can we acknowledge how cute he is with his little hat, and his little feather, and his little cape? He's just so cute. I love him so much. Oh my god, I just adore him. This is one of my favorite cards from this entire deck. Oh, he's so cute. But so you want to bring this idea to the world, and you absolutely can. You just can't rush it. you just can't rush it. And pages don't rush. They're not knights. They're not on their horses just going insane. And we have the Four of Swords, which just hammers at home. You need to take the rest, take that meditation. You know, really lay down, meditate on this, figure out, you know, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Don't just skip to step 10. Okay, say that 3 times fast and see if you can do it better than me. You probably can. And, alright, so most people take, you know, 1 to 3 from the bottom of the deck. I don't do that because I consider the bottom of the deck the epilogue, what is possible afterwards, or sometimes even a spread for advice. A lot of people do a separate advice spread, and I seem to find that, you know, just jumping into the bottom of the deck does that for me. You know, whatever works. So, we have the Six of Pentacles. You need to make sure you have the resources, or else you're just going to give everything away, and you're going to be left with nothing. You're better than that. You're smarter than that. Don't try to tell me you're not. So, here we go with the Knight of Wands, of course. Now, you can rush in with all of this. You really can, but if you do, then you're just going to look at all the hard work, and you're going to be like, what about no? What if I just do it? When really you need to look at all that hard work so you can do that hard work. Because we have the Hanged Man again, but this time upright. Because, again, you need to meditate on this. He has put himself on here so he can think, so he can plan, so he can meditate, so he can find the knowledge that's been within him this whole time. And you have that knowledge, and you know how to get here. You just want to get there right now, and you really can't do that as much as you wish, or it's not going to turn out the way you want to. And all of this healing potential is just going to land you right here, because we don't want to see you in the Wheel of Fortune reversed when this has so much potential. It has so much potential, because if you really take your time, you're going to be Queen of Wands upright. You're going to be straight up Empress energy. You're going to be in control. You're going to have it all going on for you. So, and you are going to reach here in the best way possible if you take this Hangman energy and you meditate on it and you really, really work towards it. And you don't just jump the gun. Because if we see jumping the gun here and bringing this fact, this knowledge that you have immediately, it's in the reverse. So it's just not going to go well. You're going to drop your sword. You're just going to fall off your horse. I mean, he's just going so fast, but he looks like he's going a little too fast. And even his horse is just like, are you sure this is a good idea? Oh no. So, like I said, rushing is not going to help, because this is going to be a big rebirth for you. This is going to be a brand new start. This is like your baby right here. This project is your baby. This is your fulfillment. This is healing your inner child as well. And this is bringing you that childlike joy. So you need to understand that this renewal is, you need to take baby steps, okay? There's the phrasing I want to use. You need to take baby steps to get there. You can't just speed off on another horse. Even death is taking his time to bring forth this new idea. And you can have this. You can have this success. You can share it with people. You can really find this joy. But if you don't take your time, you're going to land yourself in a reverse tower moment, which is an internal tower moment, which is where the Wheel of Fortune reverse comes in. Because if you do take your time, and if you do really meditate on all of this, you can heal yourself. You can heal parts of yourself you didn't even know you needed to heal. But if you don't take that time, if you don't meditate on it, if you don't spend some time in that Hangman, Four of Swords energy, and when it all falls apart, it's gonna break you, okay? It's just going to do so much damage. You're not gonna heal your inner child. You're gonna feel worse because you're gonna feel like a failure, and you're not a failure at all. This is, whatever project you have planned here is absolutely beautiful. You have the luck, the drive, you can see this as a chance for serenity, for healing, for positivity, for finding your peace, your inner peace that you need, that your inner child deserves if you take the baby steps. Otherwise, it's all going to come crashing down on you, and it's just not going to work out. So my advice for you, or rather Spirit's advice for you here, is to take your time. Make sure you have everything planned out, and make sure you follow through the plan instead of just trying to rush to get it done. Because that, sorry to say, just doesn't work. This is a road you have to go through. It's not something you can just get to immediately. You don't leave your house and walk through this and find a castle right there. Rome wasn't built in a day. Alright, I'm gonna say it again. Rome took some time to be built. And if you don't remember that, it's not gonna end well for you. And we want to see this end well for you because you have everything it takes to bring this to life in a beautiful way. So I want to see it. That's what I have for you today, Sagittarius. If this resonated, please leave a like, maybe leave a comment, and give me a vague hint on what your cool project is if you're not ready to tell people what it is 100% yet. Like some vague one word or something. Or tell me your favorite snack. Tell me where you're from. Just say hi, hello. If you want to hit the little subscribe button, I would absolutely adore that. And if you hit the little bell as well, you will be the first to know when I am talking to you via the magic cardboard, via spirit, etc., etc. And also, if it doesn't resonate, you can still do that, because eventually one of these is going to resonate, you know? And when have you ever played by the rules? Let's be realistic, okay? So, Sagittarius, I really hope to see you again. If you want a personal reading, all the information for that is down below in the description box. Either way, I hope to see you come back and hang out with me in this cozy, comfy little bed setup where we just get to, you know, hang out, and it's you know, a nice fun time with the Queen of Daggers. So I am the Queen of Daggers, and I hold the cards, and I am excited to see you again, and I'm very excited to find out what your project is, because I know you can succeed if you heed the advice of Spirit. So all of that said, bye!